Well, good evening, ladies, and welcome to today's workshop where we are going to be learning about becoming tax preparers and doing a little bit of volunteer work. And with us today, we have Kristen Hubbard, who's going to talk about that opportunity with us. Thank you, Kristen, for being here.
Great, thank you for having me. And I think it would be best if I just go ahead and share my screen so you can see.
Hey Google, alarm at 6 p.m. set.
Okay. And is everyone able to see my screen? Great. Well, thank you so much for allowing me to be here today to speak with you all about the work Tax Help Colorado does and some really exciting opportunities we have for you all to participate as volunteers and potentially as clients as well. Tax Help Colorado is a part of the Mile High United Way. And at Mile High United Way, we really focus on this idea that we are community united. And we have three main focus areas. We focus on giving all children a strong start, a lot of access to enter kindergarten ready to succeed. We support education and academic success. And we also really focus on creating economic opportunity for all. And I am new to Mile High United Way. My background is in education. I worked for Denver Public Schools for many years. And I never thought about taxes as being a way to really contribute to my community. And so I wanted to just give you a little bit of information about how Tax Help Colorado can make a difference for your community and why volunteering really does do a lot of good. One of the big focuses we have is we want to make sure that all of our community members are receiving the tax credits that are due to them. And a lot of the people that we prepare and file taxes for free receive the earned income tax credit. And this is a credit that really has shown to have significant outcomes in improving infant and maternal health, in better school performance for elementary and middle school students, for families who receive an earned income tax credit. And this could be substantial. This could be up to $6,000 or more for a family that is just a credit back to them. And so families with college seniors who receive that earned income tax credit, they have more money to spend on application fees and books and the startup cost of college. So you're seeing greater college enrollment. You're also seeing increased work and earned income for the next generation, as well as really lifting Social Security and retirement benefits, particularly for working aged women. The EITC does an incredible job of helping us women get into the workforce, stay in the workforce, and keep moving forward. We also really want to make sure that the expanded child tax credit is getting taken advantage of by those who have earned it. Currently, you could have families with children 5 and under could be receiving advance payments of $300 a month, and ages 6 and older, it could be up to $250 per child. And since this started in July, you can look here and see some of the immediate and incredible impact this child tax credit has had on everyday families in our country. 3 million children were lifted out of the federally defined poverty level with the first installment in July. We've had over 61 million payments issued to families, but we also know there are a lot of people who aren't receiving this benefit. And Tax Help Colorado is going to work hard to make sure our families, heads of households, and community members receive everything that is due to them, that is in the tax law and is your money or your client's money that we can bring back into your pocket. And you can see here, Tax Help Colorado has done this exceptionally well. We have filed for free over 95,000 tax returns in the state of Colorado since 2007, bringing back close to $175 million to the Denver metro community. And our volunteers, and this is where I'm really hoping you all will get inspired and want to join us. We've had over 3,700 volunteers, for a total of 132,000 hours of service. And I'm really proud of that fact. And as this program has transitioned to Mile High United Way, I just think that we can continue to grow and expand our partnerships and really make those numbers go even more. And as you can see on this map, I'm sure you're all from all across the Metro Denver area, and we have currently about 24 sites confirmed for next year, and we'll continue to go ahead and update this map and share. So kind of no matter where you are in the Denver metro area, there's a place for you to volunteer and join us. Two of our really big sites are CCD and the Metro State University operates on Saturdays. So let's talk about the volunteer roles and training opportunities. I have to admit, when I first came on for this job, I was a little nervous. It's like, I'm not a tax professional, I'm an educator. And it seemed scary. And the support and training materials available make it really accessible. And so these are the roles that we have. And I wanna just spend some time that there are two distinct learning paths you can take. You can become certified to prepare taxes, or you can be a non-certified tax preparer. And our non-certified tax preparers go through less training, but are incredibly valuable, especially in the role of an interpreter, of helping us ensure equity and access for non-English speakers. We also have virtual client liaisons who work from home on their computer, helping us organize taxpayers' documents in our virtual online system, as well as a drop-off intake assistant who scans documents in for tax preparers to use. We then also have, as you can see, certified tax preparers, a quality reviewer, and an intake specialist. If you decide to learn more after this evening about this volunteer opportunity, I'll really dig into details about what each of those roles entail. So here's what most of you, if you wanted to be a non-certified role, would be on this track A. And this is what we would have for training opportunities. So an orientation and welcome video, a new non-tax certification training video, and I'm developing that right now. It's not available yet. I'm guessing it'll be about an hour of your time. All of our volunteers per the IRS have to take a volunteer standards of conduct exam, 10 simple questions. All of the questions, all of our exams overall are pre-released to the public. And so you have access to look at the test questions, answer them, use all open book, all resources available to you to take the exam with as much time as you need. The standards of conduct exam is a pretty basic 10 questions. And then you sign up to volunteer. And our volunteer season is really end of January through mid-April. And this is what it would look like, kind of when the training sessions would get rolled out for that non-certified role. Before I move on, are there any questions about this non-certified training opportunity at this time? Great. So here is my slide that looks a little scary. It looks very detailed with a lot of things to do. But again, my role and majority of my job is to support the training and engagement and experience of our volunteers. And so if you want to become a tax certified volunteer, you'll again go through the welcome and orientation video, and you'll complete 4 modules. These modules will have reading from our large Tax Help Colorado guide, as well as videos. I will also be offering on a weekly or more, depending on the need, virtual drop-in learning labs, where I will sit down with our volunteers and go through the content with you one-on-one or in small groups to have that personalization as you're learning. And there's some other videos that you'd watch and of course take the exam. You have two tries to pass the IRS certification exam at 80% or higher. And again, during those learning labs, we can look at the test questions together, use our resources together, and find the answers. And so I would really be a partner with you as you work towards that certification. This is what that training calendar track will look like for our certified volunteers. So this is a pretty big time commitment, but I do believe that there are a lot of really incredible perks that can come out of this opportunity for you. And before we get into that, I do want to talk a little bit about some of the resources that are available to you beyond me. And so there's that big study guide that I spoke to you about. On our Tax Help Colorado website, I have an entire library of learning material that connects you and answers any question you would ever have. We have a ton of IRS publications that I can get you a hard copy if you'd prefer to not have to learn just online. And then we also have this program called Track It Forward, which is where you would track your hours volunteered and sign up for those open lab, learning labs, and to volunteer. And here are some of the fun pieces of volunteering with Tax Help Colorado. If you volunteer for more than 25 hours, we will invite you to our end of season celebration. In the past, this has been to a Colorado Rockies game or a big reception at a brewery or an outdoor event. Really depends on what COVID is looking like at that time, but our goal is to bring you together with all the volunteers across the Denver metro area. If you volunteer for 40 hours, you will receive a letter of commendation from Governor Polis. And this letter is personalized to you and is an incredible thing to put on a resume, to just show your commitment and dedication to volunteering and to a single organization. And we also though have people who do over 100 hours, which you then receive a Presidential Service Award and a plaque that goes with it that we will pay and apply for you and get that to you. Again, it's just a piece of pride and a great way to present yourself. Other perks, if you're a certified volunteer, you can prepare your own taxes using the TaxSlayer software. And you may prepare up to 3 friends or family returns. All of our returns would still have to be within the scope and reviewed by a quality reviewer. But here's where I'm really excited about the potential partnership with Dress for Success on our volunteer platform. I was thinking about ways this volunteer experience can translate onto hard skills on your resume. And these are a few things that I believe volunteering with us will lead to, and you being able to strongly say you have this skill. So developed strong customer service skills, preparing taxes for clients. Proficient in utilizing TaxSlayer software to prepare tax returns for clients. Analyzed client documents to ensure they receive the most beneficial tax return possible. These are, some of the really big key action verbs on a resume that employers and the internet looks for. And this really is a professional learning opportunity in addition to being a volunteer. And the other big piece is you're able to put a certification on your resume that you are a certified tax preparer through the Volunteer Income Tax Association for the tax year 2022. And anytime someone sees that you've gone above and beyond and gotten certified for something, it really does just increase your competency and goals. And I think another piece too, this bilingual support and translation to improve access to community members if you speak another language, if you are able to provide translations. That's a huge area of need as we think about how do we become a very inclusive community and ensure that those tax credits are going to the families that have earned them and really deserve them. And again, we have with any organization have volunteer expectations, and it's really just commit to volunteering, conduct yourself with some professionalism that instills confidence and trust in the communities we serve, and volunteering, upholding the volunteer standards of conduct, which really focuses on not accepting payment for tax service, not knowingly preparing false returns, and keeping taxpayer information secure. We are receiving Social Security numbers and bank routing numbers and other pieces. And so there definitely is a piece of upholding confidentiality for everyone involved. And so our commitment to you is I will do everything I can to ensure you have access to all the training and resources to obtain the certification for your desired role. My team and I will host those open lab hours during December and January, and hopefully build a community of volunteers and help us all rebuild our social network after COVID. I will be available via email or phone to answer questions as they pop up, and we'll continue to provide support to you, not just while you're training, but while you're volunteering, to ensure you have the positive, joyful experience that volunteering has. And so I am happy that I'll be able to have some time to answer questions or discuss next steps further. But really the next step is if you're interested in moving forward, I have a form that I'll drop in the Zoom chat when I stop sharing my screen that you can fill out. And this isn't a commitment. That's a way for me to get your information, and I can contact you to further discuss what you may or may not want to do or what hesitations you may have. And then I will just continuously, for those of you who indicate interest on the volunteer form, I'll be sending out updates and further information to each of you as we move forward. And then Gloria will have this as well, but anyone's welcome to contact me. That is my current work email address, as well as my work cell phone number. And I'll be available at those really at any time. And I'm gonna stop sharing my screen, but I'm more than happy to go back to any slide if you have specific questions. So we can do that as well. So that was 17 minutes of a large overview of what Tax Help Colorado does and kind of some opportunities we have for you. So if there are any questions or clarifications I can provide, please let me know.
Yeah, can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
Yeah, we will have the task site, or we will do the online, ma'am?
We have both options available. So a lot of the sites that we partner with are hoping to do traditional in-person volunteer prep this year. We are also will have some virtual volunteering, and we're building contingency plans for potential concerns around COVID. And if schools or other places start limiting in-person groups again. But yes, you can volunteer from home or at a site.
Yeah, because I see you say this is a certificate for the intact. This means we should scan or copy, right? So we cannot do at home.
True. The non-certified, actually, we did last year utilize non-certified staff virtually to act as interpreters and client liaisons to gather that information. So both options are available.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, and what day is a due day for volunteer?
Great question. So we need the exams, the volunteer standards of conduct exam, and any, if you're going for basic certification, completed by end of January. The earlier it's done, the better. The exams really, right now, the IRS is still updating everything for tax law. So really the trainings will start in December and January.
Yeah. So I already have your phone number and your email. I will connect you because I am still the student, and
Okay.
my semester start at around the week at the end of January. So that's why I should look at that because usually I know this some task I will do in the evening, so I cannot attend in the evening. So that's
Okay.
why. Yeah, and my school have the task side too,
Oh,
but in the evening, so that's why I cannot.
yeah. So we have opportunities throughout the day, weekends, and kind of virtual 24/7.
Yeah. So I will connect with you.
Great. I look forward to it.
Thank you.
I have a question. My name is Ola Koi.
Hi, Christine.
Hi, Ola.
Oh,
I have a question.
okay.
Let's go with Ola first, and then I'll jump over to the next question.
Okay, thank you. So I want to find out, you said the training is going to be between December and January.
Mhm.
So how long will that take? Is it an everyday training or is it once a week? Then
Yep.
by the time we decide to volunteer, do we have options of how many times a week or how many days a week we can volunteer?
Great question. So the modules to get certified are being put out on a calendar, and I'll make sure that Gloria, actually, I think you have the PDF version of this, so we can share out the calendar with the ladies on the call. So all of the videos are pre-recorded and will get posted to our website. And so you're able to watch these training videos in whatever works for your schedule. For the basic training, there's 4 training modules and then 2 additional modules on some of the technology platforms we utilize. That information will not be available until January. The training, I am assuming, from what I understand, and I'm new to this position, I've never trained volunteers for this particular role before, but they're saying it's about a commitment of 6 to 10 hours to get certified to then volunteer. Once you choose your training path, choose which type of volunteer role you would like to do, we will then, through Track It Forward, our online platform, you will be able to sign up for shifts and days that work for you and sites that work for you. I'm also cultivating I'm calling it my emergency roster of, all of a sudden this site, 3 people are sick. Who can I call to say, I'm going to need more support at this site? Can I get you there? How can we make this work? So there's signups, and then I feel like there's going to be some last minute asks for me to help cover some spots. But how much you volunteer and when is totally up to you.
Thank you.
Of course. Yes, I see a hand raised. And I'm not sure how to say your name. Sayuna?
It's actually Sawana.
Sawana, thank you.
Yeah. Oh, you're welcome. I wanted to know if you can bring that slide back up with the schedule.
Do you want the schedule for certified or non-certified?
Certified, please.
Here you go.
Okay. Oh, let me- zoom in on it. Thank you very much. And that way I can see, you know, which track I want to do and everything.
Oh,
That's the one
absolutely.
I missed.
Wonderful. Anne, you had a question?
Yes, I just want to confirm, like with the 4 modules, right? We can do it like in 6 to 10 hours. Is that on our own? Like it's kind of like flexible, it's virtual.
Correct.
Okay. Okay. And what about the other one, the advanced one?
So that will be virtual as well. I am not sure how long that video will be at this time. So there are 2 certification levels, basic and advanced. And I would just greatly encourage, if you're going down the track to get certified, to go ahead and do the advanced certification. It's only 5 additional questions on the certification exam. And again, you have access to those questions tonight if you want to go look up that IRS publication. You can see what type of questions it would be. And that just allows you as a volunteer to have more flexibility in supporting the site that you're at. That, you know, some things that they say requires an advanced volunteer really is not more complicated than a normal, more simple W-2. So these just might be folks who have education expenses or some additional tax forms than just a W-2.
Okay, that's good. That's good.
Add question.
Go ahead, Sung.
Yeah, can I add you question? So the advance is same. How many question and how many question? How many percent we will pass?
Tiara, can you look up for me the number of questions? I'm not sure about that off the top of my head.
Yeah, this is same advance or basic. This is the quick of January 17. So the advance is same. How many question?
We're looking that up for you right now and I'll get that back to you. I believe it's 35 questions.
Hold on.
And how many question I pass, so I will have the certificate.
You need an 80% to pass.
Thank
and you have 2 tries to take it.
Okay, thank you so much.
Any other questions, ladies? And Tiara, I am so sorry I didn't say hello to you.
Hi, that's okay. For that basic course test, by the way, it was 30 questions, I believe. And then the advanced was 14, right? So all in all, if you were doing a combination of both tests, it would be about 44 questions.
So you only, if you choose the advanced test, that covers your basic test. So you only would have to you just skip over basic, you'd go right to.
Just the advanced, right? Yeah.
You'd go
would
right
just
to
be
the
the
advanced,
14.
yeah.
Okay, and I believe Iman, you have a question?
Yes, I do. Hi, Christian. Thank you so much for being here with us today. I do work for Community College of Denver, and I know that we have, we help students with taxes. But my question is, can we share this with other people to volunteer or with other students?
I would love that. Absolutely, I can send some flyers. The more volunteers we have, the more community members we can serve. And truly, the research on the earned income tax credit, the people it benefits the most are single head of household, predominantly women. So single moms are the ones who are really going to get a lot out of this opportunity. And I personally, that matters a lot to me as an individual. So the more folks we can serve, the better it is.
And
Absolutely.
ladies,
Thank you so much.
Of course.
so also remember that this video will be on our YouTube channel, and it's Dress for Success Denver. If you just put a search on YouTube for that, it'll come up with the channel. And so anyone who is interested, they're welcome to see the video and see if that's something that they want to do. Because this is really an excellent opportunity. I think most of us are very ill educated on taxes and what it all means. So it's a great opportunity, even self-serving, right? But also to help the community. And what great opportunities. I didn't know about that letter from Governor Polis. That would be pretty cool to have.
Yeah. We also are on, and I can send this to you all as well. We are having a volunteer kickoff event next Tuesday, November 16th at 5:30 p.m. over Zoom. It is very similar to the PowerPoint I shared with you all tonight, so don't feel like you need to attend again. But if you have anyone who's interested, if they contact me, I'll get them that link to watch that volunteer kickoff event next Tuesday.
Wonderful. Sung, you have a question?
I have a question because I have my friend, they want to volunteer too. So that's why I asked, can I share the YouTube to them, or I can give them the email from the Christine, so they will connect.
Great. I love it.
Thank you.
Yes.
The next time, this on Tuesday, right, Christine?
Yeah. Yes.
At the same
Tuesday
time?
at 5:30.
Yeah, 5:30. Thank you.
All right. Any other questions, ladies? No? Going once? Going twice? All right. Well, Tiara, Kristen, thank you so much to both of you for being here tonight with us and educating us on this wonderful opportunity. You know, we love anytime that any kind of training is offered to our ladies for free. We love to present that because it's just, I mean, what a beautiful way not only to increase your knowledge, right, but to be of service to the community and to
Right.
other women who really need this service. Ladies, thank you so much for being here tonight. I wish you all have a wonderful, wonderful evening. We go forth with confidence, courage, and believe in ourselves. Have a wonderful night, everyone.
Thank you, ladies. I appreciate you taking your evening to speak with us.
Thank you, Christine. Thank you, Gloria. Thank you, everyone.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Bye,
Thank
Ola.
you, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Thank
Son.
you.
Bye.
Bye, Iman. Kimberly.
Hi, ladies.
Bye.